Blessings, everyone. Reiki Riley is going to help me with a discussion today. I call him Reiki Riley because he's been in every single Reiki session I've ever done on myself or others. He's my little familiar helper. So this card in my deck, the deck is called Call Her In, is called Priestess Power, Share Your Gifts, Remind Women of Their Light. And I purposely put the words on the card that way, remind. Because this is the concept of rearranging our thought patterns and how we look at things. So what I want to talk about today in regards to this artwork and this card is service. And this artwork really came after I was doing a lot of remembering of being a priestess in Avalon. And the concept of understanding that Avalon is not a fairy tale world or a storybook world. It actually existed, still exists. It's just behind the veil in another dimension because its purity is being protected. But the energy of Avalon is always available to us. And if you were a priestess in Avalon, you know that. You'll know that when you start to read about Avalon and tap into all of the energy there. So this idea here was about the artwork was about the sacred apple orchards, which is what I was trying to capture, and the idea of the star, which again is earth, air, water, fire, spirit, or God, goddess. And the apple just makes me think of the fruit of thy womb, the whole concept about Mary and of giving from your womb. When a woman gives from her womb, when a man gives from his feminine energy, it's womb energy, because the womb is where we hold new life. It's where we birth things from. And we all have the capacity to do that in a beautiful way. So if we're looking at that and talking about it in regards to the concept of service, we are reminding ourselves that we are here to serve ourselves and others. And that means sharing your gifts, sharing your light. What it is that you, in particular, came into this particular incarnation to be a light for in this world. And a lot of people like to say, I don't know that. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what my light is, which I always say, well, of course you do. If you don't know, who knows? Of course you know, because you created this incarnation. You chose the themes that you were going to have joy from, and the themes that you were going to have pain from, and suffering, and beauty, and dismalness. And, you know, you chose all the polarities of your life so that you could learn the deeper wisdoms from them. So I wanted to read an excerpt from my book today because I think it really goes very well with this oracle card in the deck that I created. And it's called Goddess Giving Hands. And then I'll talk some more about it. These were words that were channeled through me when I was going through my goddess part of my awakening. So I would get up every day and just write. Or write at night. I just wrote constantly because all of this was coming through as a way of supporting me. And now, hopefully, with the book, it reaches the women that it can support as well. Goddess Giving Hands. Love is connection. Love is communion. The grandest thing you will ever do and feel is to help someone in need. The world needs your helping hands. We can pray. We can send love vibrations. We can donate money and things. But what the world needs now is the hands of touch. Healing touch. Eye-to-eye love. Hugs. Helping hands. Real conversations, sitting together in real life. Maybe it's even someone in your own family or friend list that needs this from you. You may say, I don't have time. I have problems of my own. If you don't have time, you have too much on your list. You have problems and stress because perhaps you don't make time for offering love light to both yourself and others. Problems will always exist. We decide what goes on our list. Make the time to share love. Make the time to be of service. You will feel so much goodness inside. A few of the problems on your list will be put in perspective, and others will be downgraded to near meaninglessness. And the hard stuff will begin to heal over just a little bit from the communed love you offer. I promise. Give the gift of service. Give the gift of communion. You have nothing to lose and all to gain. I'll just show you the book really quick. If you wanted to order it from my Etsy shop, or you can PM me, or you can even get it on Amazon. But if you order it from me, I give you a gift oracle card reading for any soul path question you have. So that may seem like a harsh thing to say to someone, that if you don't have time to make time for charity, volunteer work, service to others, where you're not looking for anything in return but just to give of yourself, then you have too much on your list. But the truth is, I'm talking about it from a spiritual perspective, in the sense that our life is not about our lists. It's not about time. It's about connection and communion, and how are we helping another person be lifted from loneliness? I mean, some people could say, well, it's not my job to make somebody feel less lonely. I think it is. I think it really is all of our jobs to remind, as I said, other people that they are beautiful and they are worthy and they have value, and somebody wants to listen to them and hear their story and just sit and be there and be present for them. We do have a sacred, holy duty to remind other women, other children, other men of their light, of their wisdom, what they came in for. And often when you are feeling lost in any one particular area of your own life, the best way to try to lift and elevate that for yourself is to go out and give what you think you don't have, because in the doing of that, you understand that you do actually have it. So if you're feeling lonely, go to a woman's shelter, go to a senior citizen's apartment home, read stories to them, read poetry to them, talk about their life, ask them about their life. When we do these kind of things, we realize that we don't have to be lonely. We are in a world of millions and billions of people and plants and animals, and there is so much variety and beauty to the world. There's never a reason to be bored or to be lonely or to be frustrated. Give what it is that you feel that you're missing, and you'll see that you're not missing it. And you will spark a flame for both yourself and the person that you're with to shift into a different mindset of how you see life. What else do I want to say? I think it's really important. You know, some people say you can't just sit around and pray all day. You got to get out there and do something. That's true. You can't just donate money and things. People need you to be with them. That's true. It's not that those things are bad. If you're doing those things and that's all you can do right now, that's fabulous. But if you can find the time to actually connect flesh to flesh, eye to eye, hand to hand, hug to hug with somebody, that is when the real healing takes place. Because when you're looking deep into somebody's eyes and you're sharing time with them one-on-one, something opens and awakens. We start to really see the divinity underneath our humanity. And it's just a cosmic shift. Sorry, I got lost in my thoughts for a second there. You have nothing to lose and all to gain is very important to remember. Don't be afraid to get out there and share your soul. What are you going to lose? That you're not going to be lonely anymore, that you're not going to be huddled in your own little space. You will see that everybody is looking for connection. Everybody is looking for a hand. Everybody is looking for what you're looking for, and it will only open and awaken you. I'm running out of time, so blessings to you all. I'm kind of sleepy tonight, so I'm talking kind of slow. If anybody's interested in a distance Reiki energy session, oracle card reading, or any energy art, you can check out my links. I'm sending you much light and love, and blessings.